Well, hey, it's me, Ted, and we're back with a little bit more of my hardcore world as we're preparing for the end battle. There are a few things I'm realizing we need, and it's just going to take some time to do, but let's do it together. This will be fun. So I've been at work doing some more kind of humdrum activities. Last episode, I filled you in on some of those things, and I'll just kind of quickly give you a little bit of a rundown, and then we'll go and start on today's project. So what I did off screen is I cycled a few more villagers. I got a silk touch because Josh has been getting after me about getting that. Thank you, Josh Gets Lost. I will do that at some point. We will start using silk touch when I feel like I need it. Okay, and then an Unbreaking 3 villager was great because now I have unbreaking tools. I have an extra efficiency 5 that I can equip on my axe when we get enough levels to do it, but I've spent all my levels on fixing my... Wait, no, you don't spend your levels on fixing tools. Oh yeah, on buying the books. No, equipping the Unbreaking 3 books. That's what happened. Josh, I heard you too that the cobblestone's starting to spread like a disease. What do you propose I do instead, huh? What? Give me ideas. There's a big project we need, guys, because I also spent a lot of off-camera time down in the Nether just trying to find some scrap, some ancient debris, and I found none. All I found was a lot of lava dead ends, and I think what I have to do is build a creeper farm. So I have all the ingredients listed out here for the creeper farm, and I've just kind of gathered and grabbed the things that I knew I had access to. There's one thing we're missing though, snow blocks. So we're gonna have to go find snow blocks today. Should I need anything else for this journey? If I see any like rare trees. Oh, also, this is cool. We had a traveling trader show up. He's gone now, but he was selling pale oak saplings. So I bought one. So eventually I can plant a pale oak tree. We can get some of that cool white woods without having to like search too far for it, which is pretty cool. Let's sleep first and then we'll go on a boat ride. Boating for snow. Yeah, if we just remember 7,700. 7,700, that's a good way to remember. 7,700. Eventually, I'll be living in this world long enough. Hopefully, we survive the End Dragon battle. But I feel like we need to put our best foot forward with it. We can't just go in willy-nilly at this point. We've built up too much, so I really should have full Netherite armor, which means we got to build a creeper farm so we can get gunpowder, so I can make a bunch of TNT so we can really quickly find all the Netherite armor that I need, and more safely, rather than risking lava falling on me all the time. So we're gonna have to build a creeper farm first. Once we have these snow blocks, we can do it. We can actually build the creeper farm. So hopefully there's another time-lapse video in this video of me building the creeper farm, because then we're one big giant step closer. Then all that's left really, I think, is to just upgrade my bow and make sure I have enough arrows. I have a Fortune 3. It just sort of happened that my shovel has Fortune 3 on it, so I have tons and tons of flint. And I have a chicken farm, so I should be able to get feathers. Let's start looking at where we're going. Oh, cool. Ruined portal in a jungle. And another savanna. Let's stay on the ocean if we can. 7,700. That's cool. That weird little, like, outcropping of land there. Tiny little birch tree all alone. Just sitting on the edge of that crescent-shaped floating peninsula. It's been good just kind of getting some of the really tedious sort of stuff that, in my opinion, does not make good content. Even if you time-lapse it, it's just me, like, sitting in front of a villager, just cycling villagers, or waiting for a lot of... Oh, yeah, I'm building the creeper farm out of nether brick. Josh, so I'm not just using cobblestone or something that I have easy access to. I hope you'll be proud of me. I chose a material to build it out of, so it's looks kind of different. And I am going to build it out over the ocean anyway. We're not going to look at it all the time, but There will be some AFK time spent over there. It'll be cool to have a big nether brick building. As I'm recording this, it is Labor Day. And, you know, there are things about the basement that definitely feel like work. But playing Minecraft, depending on my mood, sometimes playing Minecraft does feel like work. But today, it doesn't feel like work. So I feel like I'm just having fun. So that feels like it's okay to do on Labor Day. Play a little bit of Minecraft. Although I will spend a lot of the day probably reading, maybe hanging out outside. The weather looks like it's going to be great here in good old Minnesota. So I'm going to get some rays, some sun. I'm starting to wonder if like overland travel may have given me snowy mountains earlier. This is all so savanna-y and tropical. Hey, there's a village over here. Let's stop off there and grab what we want. I brought my shield with, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, so we can stop in the village. We can do some overland travel for a little bit. Just got to remember 70 and 700. That's how we get back. Let's steal a bed. Just in the case. Sure. We haven't done mapping at all. That's kind of neat. Whoa. This village has seen better days. It's so flooded. I will kill any chickens that I see, though, along the way. How about that? Get some feathers. Because we're going to need a lot of arrows to kill the end dragon safely. And might as well kill some sheep, too. Why not? Just a little bit here and there. I have plenty of sheep. I'm going to have all the wool I need for my creeper farm without much trouble. But if I can save myself having to do like a ton of killing all the chickens and breeding chickens at my base, that'll be a pro. Hey, I see snow! And chickens. Chickens first. Snow later. Ooh, cherry blossom? We should go get that tree too. I'm gonna get a lot of snow because it's kind of hard to come by where I live. So I'm gonna get a few stacks in case we need it for other things. We got all the snow we need. That's a huge get because we need to make snowmen for the kind of creeper farm we're gonna make. It's gonna be we're shooting for like a lower cost creeper farm. It doesn't need to be super effective. It just needs to drop enough creepers to be able to supply a decent amount of gunpowder. One thing I have is time. You know, time and patience. And I think those are two very important things in a hardcore world. The minute you get impatient, you start making choices that end your life and end the world. And then all of the patience that you put into it so far is all for nothing. We are on day... Why can I never find this? Day 175. We're almost to day 200 in this world. So we've made some really good progress. It's not been fast, but it has been thorough. And that is important. If we're going to see this eventually get to like 1,000 days, which it might, big thing is the end dragon. I mean, if I can beat that without getting dead, we're going to be in good shape. But a lot of bad things can happen in that battle. And I'm not like the best at this game. So, okay, that's one cherry blossom. Let's get a couple of these saplings. Just 2 should do. But yeah, if we do beat the Ender Dragon, I am going to celebrate by really spending a lot of time decorating my main area. I don't want to go and try to get like elytra and anything like that at first. I'm going to celebrate that victory by just giving a huge new sort of like new look to my base. I don't think we'll move the base. I like that it's in the savannah. It's a good spot. But it definitely was like a, oh, quick, build a base right here kind of thing. There could be better locations. Maybe eventually we would move the base, but I don't know. I like where it is right now. Okay, we're in a safe location. I'm going to just figure out which direction I need to go here. We need to get to 70. So this way. And then 700 that way. Okay, that's we got a long ways to go, guys. I was thinking about sleeping, but then I found water, and I'm pretty sure this opens up into the big expanse, so we can travel across the ocean by night. I've got my trusty torch in my hand, stars above me, the water below me. And this boat is oaring itself. Look at this. I can steer it with my elbows. Or maybe it's just automatic. Question is, are there going to be a bunch of monsters that have spawned on this beach as I'm approaching it? Oh, oops, got out of my boat. Didn't want to do that. There's a creeper up there. Pigs. Okay, I'm liking my chances here. Sleep in. All right, we're good. We're good. There we go. There she is. Oh, look at her base. It's looking so good from even a distance. That's kind of cool. I do like that I've planted some of those spruce trees around here. You know what? Rather than moving the base, I think it would be more advantageous and actually kind of more fun to like just terraform it. To turn it into what I wanted it to be from the get-go. I could even build a mountain like I did on HyruleCraft Season 5. Oh, home again, home again. Jiggity jig. To market to buy a fat pig. We've got the snow, so now the only thing I have to do is smelt up the rest of that nether brick. Luckily, the nether rack isn't hard to source. Okay, I just need 16 snow blocks. Boom. Okay, and then I have enough trapdoors, and then I have to take nether brick and fill all of these slots here, and then I will have enough materials to build the creeper farm. Hooray! Let's get cooking. Well, I had to start by getting some dripstone, of course. So in a sort of nearby cave, up past the nearest village to me, I found some dripstone. So carefully made my way down, shot some creepers, and then collected a ton of dripstone. My idea is to collect so much of this that I never have to come back. And so, just trying to be smart, right? The more I don't have to go into dangerous locations, the less likely spiders will attack me. But I got him. I beat him. Ha, loser. Stupid spiders. Then, of course, I needed tons of wood for trapdoors, and if you've ever done any builds that require tons of trapdoors, specifically creeper farms, you know that it's just a crazy amount of wood. You do not get very many trapdoors per log, so here is me over the course of multiple days. Then I needed to smelt all of that netherrack down into brick because I wasn't going to go to a fortress and just gather it. That's too dangerous. And it was in the course of this I realized nether brick was maybe one of the dumbest materials to choose because you have to cook so much of it to get what you want. I feel like you get 1 brick per like 4 nether or something, a netherrack. So I had to process a ton of netherrack, but I mean at the end of this, because I had to build a super smelter in order to be able to do it in any sort of decent time frame, now I have a super smelter, so that's good. I used that dripstone to make a lava generator kind of nearby, and my goal is to eventually make that big enough that it can continually power the super smelter. But for now, I was just making some trips back and forth to the nether to grab buckets of lava to power the thing after we built it here. And just got a ton of netherrack processed to get all, what is it, like 50 stacks or something like that of building blocks that we needed for this creeper farm build, which here is what it looks like when you're getting tons and tons and tons of netherrack. I figured netherrack was a good material. I might accidentally find some ancient debris, which I did find 2. I found 2 ancient debris while getting all of that netherrack. So that's 2 less ancient debris I need to find with the TNT that we are building this entire device to be able to get. So out not too far from my base, made this little platform here, and I followed a design for a simple creeper farm that I saw online. I can't remember the name of the channel. Maybe one of you guys will know. But I did use Lightmatica to build it for myself in like creative mode and then make a schematic, because I feel like it just looks so much prettier in the time lapse if you've kind of designed it and then you get all the blocks, and then when the time lapse comes, it's just like kind of comes together. But the beginning part of this farm is complicated. There's lots of odd little blocks everywhere, and you got to put the water in and stuff. But once this main kind of collection area is done, then we had to create a spawning floor. But the spawn floor also uses snowmen to attract the creepers. So those trapdoors there will be open at the end. Then the snowmen in the center will shoot snowballs at the creepers. The creepers will try to go toward them, and they'll fall down into the hole. And this goes pretty stinking fast. The AFK platform is way up high, but this is just all the spawning floor right here. Just filling that in with tons and tons of nether brick. It does, hopefully it looks kind of cool. It was so much. Oh yeah, some monsters spawned and I killed them. It's interesting with the flashback mod, the physics still persist. See how much like prettier this looks when it's just kind of like pre-set, and then you can place all the blocks. Okay, so I don't exactly know what those wolves do. Maybe prevents spiders from spawning? That makes sense. If you know, put it in the comments. So this is the little area where the snowmen eventually go, and I have to spawn them in here with the snow that I gathered. And yeah, I accidentally did it wrong a couple times. I had to kill a couple of the snowmen, and then I had to go get more snow and more pumpkin heads. That's what I'm doing right there. And of course, when they escape, they leave snow poop all over the place, which made a mess. I had to clean that up eventually. And then the trapdoors. Not only does it take crazy amounts of wood to make all the trapdoors, but you kind of have to crouch while you place every single one. Otherwise, you end up like opening the trapdoors. So as those are going in, I was actually hanging out with Do So Confidently Christina while I was kind of building this part of the creeper farm. We were having kind of a meeting about the server and about various things. We try to do that regularly. Oh, phantoms came and the snowmen attacked them. Yeah, filling in those. So those trapdoors make it so it's short enough so only creepers spawn rather than like zombies and stuff also spawning in there. So just makes it a lot more efficient, and you only end up getting gunpowder at the end. Then covering all this up to make sure that the light will be at level 0 when it's all said and done. Then toward the end of this, I also went inside and broke all those torches as well. But laying those torches there on top so we got no monsters spawning on the top of it. And then create a little roof over that center section. Now for the spawning platform. This was harrowing. I mean, it's hardcore. I do have feather falling boots, but at this height, it does not matter. You fall, it's done. So I built this and my heart was racing right now. I was like, it would be so dumb to lose a hardcore world right now. All right, I've been in my safe little AFK area now for quite a while, actually. I've been playing Silksong as I AFK. Today is the day that Silksong came out, and I still managed to play some Minecraft and build this thing. This thing, it scares me. I don't like the idea that I'm going to be jumping off of this ledge in hardcore. This is definitely like the furthest fall that I've done. So, but I'm like, I really made sure that this is far out there, so we'll just dive. It'll be fine. As long as I don't land on a boat. Wow. Let's see how much I have gathered. There's a lot. I should probably also like build some kind of walls here. I don't want to get tridented one time while I'm trying to grab this stuff, but there should be a lot of gunpowder in here. Let's just put all of this stuff that I don't need in here for now and grab as much gunpowder as I can. Whoa! Okay, there's a lot of gunpowder. It's working! It's working! Well, we've got a gunpowder farm now in hardcore Minecraft. That is excellent. Next step, we're gonna grab a whole bunch of sand, and then next time in the hardcore world, we're gonna be TNTing and hopefully finding a lot more nether scrap. Oh, and yeah, so make sure you are watching Peter's solo stuff. It's actually been popping off recently on the channel. People have been enjoying that. So check that out. It's on the screen right now, and we'll see you guys next time in BasementCraft.